If you watch this video till the end, you will never have to say, I didn't have enough time again. Let me show you how to literally hack time with manifestation and get more hours in your day. And by the end of this video, you will literally learn how to accomplish way more in 1 week than you have ever accomplished in a month. So if you're interested, keep watching the video. Hi guys, I'm Nina. Welcome back to my channel. Over here, we talk about glowing up in every single area of your life, but through mindset shifts and through manifestation. So if that sounds right up your alley, make sure to subscribe. And let me tell you something. In this productive era that we're all experiencing, there is an insane amount of pressure on everyone to lock in and perform at 110% of their capacity at all times, which is, by the way, crazy. Nobody wants to be doing that. But still, we're getting productivity techniques, Pomodoro, 75 hard challenge, waking up at 4 a.m, discipline, and all of this just to give us the illusion of having more time in the day. But guys, in reality, all of these methods are just exhausting you and burning you out in the long run. Guys, be honest with me, you have tried at least one of these techniques recently and then given up after a bit. And this is because you used up all your resources in forcing yourself to be productive, that in the end, in the long run, you stop being productive. Because that is how these methods work. They give you the idea, they give you the dopamine because you think you're going to start being more productive, and so you use absolutely all of your energy in the short term, but in the long term, you spend more of your time in a slump and burnt out than you spend time being productive. Technically, all of these productivity plans and challenges are just sapping away your passion for life and sapping away your genuine intrinsic motivation to accomplish things, and in the end, you're not doing much. In the long run, you're not really being productive. But, and you're gonna have to hear me out on this, there is a way easier way to be productive and be in control of your time. And that, my friends, is manifestation. Welcome to this channel. We talk about manifestation all the time, but trust me, simply laying back, manifesting, and switching your mindset is going to hack your reality and give you way more hours in your day. And like, I'm getting all excited here and I want to tell you guys about what exactly I did and how exactly to accomplish this. But before we start, you need to understand one thing. Time is relative. And I'm not a physicist, so I cannot tell you about the intricacies of that sentence, but think about it this way. The last 10 minutes of class genuinely feel like they're lasting 500 hours. You keep looking at the clock and it's just moving so damn slow, and the teacher keeps yapping and you're like, get me out of here, how are these 10 minutes lasting so long? But then you're watching your favorite Netflix show, 10 minutes pass like this. Literally, you blink and your episode is finished. Guys, I know we have watches and clocks, but trust me, those things are not what gets to dictate how you experience time. Because when you're on a car trip to a new destination, the trip on the way there feels so much longer than the trip on the way back. They're the same trip, the same length, they technically took the same amount of time, but you got to experience it completely differently. That is just proof that time is relative. Time is fully based on how you experience it and not on some objective measurement. But guys, in the end, it's about what and how much attention you give to things. Let me show you. So the first thing that I did is remove my limiting beliefs about productivity, speed, and time passing. And there's going to be a couple here, so you're going to need to sit tight, grab a drink, and hear me out, because you're going to feel a little bit called out. But that's okay, that's why we're here. We need to unlearn our limiting beliefs so that we can literally unlock a whole new horizon and get to actually enjoy our time. Which, like, who doesn't want that, right? The first limiting belief is that you do not need to force yourself and try like crazy to focus in order to be productive and use your time well. That is a misconception, okay? There is nothing to be forced here. You can be fully relaxed and having the time of your life and be just as productive. You have to erase that from your mind, because trying hard does not equal results. Sometimes you can lay back and relax and be equally as productive. Limiting belief number 2. You do not need to lower your screen time in order to be productive. Trust me, guys, I know that's what everyone says, and definitely phones are very good at grabbing your attention and making you feel like you're losing time, but you know what? Let me just pull out my screen time. Okay, guys, I don't know how well you can see this, but my daily average is literally 6 hours. It is literally 6 hours. And I've been super productive this entire week. I've done so much more this entire week than I have done in months of planning. And I still have a massive screen time. Guys, I spent 13 hours on Instagram last week, okay? It's not something to brag about, but I'm just telling you that it's a limiting belief to think that, oh shit, I spent so much time on my phone today, guess I can't be productive. Trust me, you can. And you can do so much while also spending your free time and your breaks scrolling through Instagram. Limiting belief number 3 is that you are not limited by your school schoolwork, your work, your responsibilities, anything that you have to do in your day is not seeping away your time, and it is not stopping you from being able to use the rest of your day. Because too often are we relying as a crutch on the fact that, oh, external factors control our time, and so I don't have time to do things. You do. You do. Trust me. There are people who have started businesses while working 2 full-time jobs. There is more than enough time in the day for you to accomplish things. Trust me. And even in 1 hour of free time, you can get so much done. So get that out of your head. Okay, and the last limiting belief, which is the most important one, stop thinking that certain tasks are just long and take too much time. Because, first of all, it's just not true. Some people can be super fast while cooking and another person can take hours to cook their meal. No activity is objectively long or objectively hard. And if you have this limiting belief, for one, it is making you way slower during that activity because your body just assumes that this is something that takes time, and so it adjusts its behavior so that you do take time. And second, most importantly, you are creating that reality for yourself. When you tell yourself that something is going to take a god knows how long, it is going to take long. If you tell yourself that an activity requires a lot of effort and takes a lot of time, you are effectively molding your reality for that task to be difficult and for it to take time, which is like, you don't want that, alright? So now that we get those limiting beliefs out of the way, let me tell you what to start doing. You need to start telling yourself that you are fast and productive as heck, okay? Straight up affirm it, assume it, repeat it, whatever you have to do to actually convince yourself. You have to believe that with your whole heart. Guys, in order to be productive and to gain time in your day, you need to live in the identity of the version of you that is productive and is not stressed about time. Because guys, your dream self, who is a super productive woman, a hustler, and gets everything done, she is not stressed about time. You can't do that anymore. You can't be stressed about time. She does not stop and wonder, how much time is this gonna take? Am I gonna have enough time? Nah, she is confident in her speed and in her ability to get stuff done. So you have to embody that too. You cannot expect yourself to have enough time to do work if you're constantly doubting yourself. You need to believe that you are fast and you can get anything done. I always say in my videos that manifestation is simple and it's easy and you don't need to be doing any sort of techniques, but affirmations or whatever the heck else you need to do, repetition, scripting, if any of that helps you truly believe that you are fast and you're productive, then go ahead and do it. I'm just saying that it's not necessary, because you could literally just snap like this, your mindset shifts, and now you believe that you are an extremely productive and fast person. Guys, now the next important thing that you have to do is control where your attention goes. And I don't mean this in like a don't get distracted kind of way, because I have ADHD. That would be extremely hypocritical of me to say, because trust, I am getting distracted on a daily basis. What I mean is that where you put your attention is where your energy goes. And how manifestation works is that your thoughts become reality. So you really need to keep your thoughts in check and keep your beliefs in check, because that is what molds your experience. If you stare at the clock and you worry about the time passing fast, that is exactly what's going to happen. If you put your attention into the hours ticking away, they're going to start ticking faster and faster and faster. The more you check the time to see how much time you have left, the more it's going to be disappearing, because that is what you believe is going to happen. But there is a simple mindset shift that you can have that is going to completely change this experience. When you're working on a task and you check the time and you see the time is running out, instead of being like, oh my god, the time is passing by so fast, literally be grateful instead. Change that mindset to gratitude and be like, oh my god, great, I still have 10 minutes to work on this. Do you know how much of a difference it makes in your brain when you go from, oh no, I only have 10 minutes left, to, oh nice, I only have 10 minutes left? That positive thought process is immediately going to make it so much easier for you to put your attention on the work, and then guess what's going to manifest? Your work. Not the time passing, but the stuff that you're trying to accomplish. It's such a simple manifestation principle, but it works wonders in this case. Lastly, the culmination of this entire video is what I say in every single one of my videos: you are the master of your own reality. I don't know if you believe in manifestation or if you're a skeptical person, but trust me, you have full control over your life experience. If you decide that 30 minutes is more than enough time for you to finish cleaning your room, then that is exactly what's gonna happen. If you truly believe in that, that is exactly what your experience is gonna be like. It's really so simple, guys. You just have to stop doubting yourself. Literally, never again do I want to hear you ask yourself, oh no, do I have enough time to accomplish this? You do. You are the literal master of your reality. You are the only person who gets to decide if this is enough time or not. So if it's up to you, then take accountability for your own thoughts and be like, you know what, actually, yes, this is enough time. Because you don't want to be doing the opposite, okay? You don't want to be manifesting a reality that you don't want to live. So why tell yourself I won't have enough time? Why doubt if you have enough time at all? Because the more you think that something is going to take time, the more time it's going to take. But the more you tell yourself this stuff is so easy and it's going to pass so fast, It's gonna pass fast like this. That is literally how you have control over your time. It sounds so simple, but trust me, when you put it into practice, it feels like you're hacking reality. Trust me, if you decide that you can do a task in a certain amount of time, then you can. It will be done. It will literally be done. I don't have any physical proof for this video because I didn't actually time how long I used to take to do my activities and how long I take now, because I didn't even know this mindset shift is what's gonna happen. But you know, I realize now, so I have to share it with you guys. But just as an example, I used to take a day or two to edit my YouTube videos. And in the past week, I have edited 3 YouTube videos and every single one of them took less than 2 hours. That is like such an insane increase in productivity. And all of that happened because I literally was like, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. I am the master of my own reality. Why am I telling myself, oh my God, editing is the hardest part of making a YouTube video. It takes so damn long. Oh my God, I'm gonna spend 2 days editing. When in reality, I can literally just be like, it's time to edit. It's gonna be easy. I'm gonna finish by 4 p.m. Boom, done. And that's exactly what's been happening. It sounds insane, but trust a neurodivergent girly when she tells you I literally used to be so annoyed at how slow I am, and like, I'm not gonna bring my mom in, but she constantly tells me that I need to hurry the F up because I am so slow when I do things. And that was an identity that I used to believe in, but the moment I switched that around, the moment I allowed myself to believe that I am actually the master of my own reality, I am the master of my own body and my own abilities, that is when all of a sudden I've been so much faster at doing things. Guys, I did so much this week that I was so shocked. I literally kept telling my boyfriend about it, that it's crazy. I did so much this week that I could still have time to spend 6+ hours on my phone. I still had time to have like 2 whole days where I did nothing and just chilled out with my boyfriend, because all of my other days were so insanely productive that I was like, wow, okay, I can chill out. And the best part of this is I was not locking in and I was not violently focusing and following techniques. All I did was just take accountability for my own power and realize that I have full control over my time. So I can just use it however I want. And guys, trust me, it is so addicting. It's so easy to be productive when you get to do with your time what you actually want to do with it. When you get to spend your time how you want, you get addicted to it because you literally get to do what you want. That feels so nice. It feels nice to not be limited by a time. This is what I mean, that you need to get to like delusional levels of self-belief, because it is way more often that we realize that we are blocking ourselves. Like, we literally block our own potential by attributing our lack of time to outside factors like, oh, I have schoolwork, or I have responsibilities, and this activity takes too long, and my screen time is too big, I can't be productive. All of those things are just excuses because you refuse to accept the amount of power that you actually have. Because that's the reality here. You have control. You have power in your own life. So you might as well use it. You might as well switch your mindset around and realize I can do whatever I want with my time because I say so. Because guys, it's really that simple. Stop giving yourself excuses and stop saying I don't have enough time, because then you are effectively removing your power and ability to control your day away from yourself. You're handing out your power to other things, but like, that's not the reality you want to live, right? You want to have control over your day. You want to hack time. You want to be more productive and feel like you have more hours in the day. Well then, no more excuses and no more telling yourself that you can't accomplish things, because trust, you can. You are the master of your own reality. I will say it however many times I need to say it for it to get in your head. Okay guys, I yapped enough. Take from this video what you will, but if you're tired of all the other productivity techniques and productivity challenges, I urge you to put into practice what you heard in this video, because also, it's probably the easiest productivity video out there, right? Because every single other one is telling you to lock in and work hard, and I'm literally telling you to lay back, switch your mindset, and reap the benefits, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You know the drill. You can ask me any questions you want in the comments, and I will put my free manifestation workbook in the description. If you want to clarify your dream life vision, it's down there. It's easy. It only takes like 5 to 10 minutes, so go ahead and have fun with it. And for those of you who want to book a session with me for me to help you with your manifestations, that link is also down below. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.